Hello, welcome to my channel, Manifesting with Mama Muchka. Hi, my name is Rachel. In this video, I am going to talk about this new system that I have been using to break down my limited beliefs. And because really, limited beliefs are opposing thoughts to your desires or resistance. That is what it is in a nutshell. And then we manifest, so we're made up of all our identity is all our beliefs, and we manifest effortlessly from who we identify with, all our beliefs, law of assumptions, all of our beliefs, we're manifesting them effortlessly as what we identify with. So and Neville says, no one to change but self. And so you need to then find your you need to find your limited beliefs to then flip them into the other beliefs, because these beliefs are holding you back. Limited beliefs, opposing thoughts like, I'll never get out of no contact, they'll never choose me, that you don't know, they told me they never wanted to speak to me again. Or I heard from my own person told me no a few times, and then he did change his mind because we are now together. So people do change their mind. So if I would have stayed stuck in a limited belief, because he told me the first time we were together, he told me once he's done with the woman, and he's done cold turkey. If I would have bought into that limited belief, I would not be where I'm at today. But before my main way of doing limited beliefs, I did do some journaling to kind of list them out, and I did do affirmations, and I did do a lot of sats and imagining. And I did like the Neville method where you do the congratulations. I did that one a lot with even I think that helped me with getting back with him, because I did do a lot of congratulation scenes and my kids congratulating me. So you can do those to help you with breaking through limited beliefs. But if that's not working and you're still stuck, this is a really good. And you keep having intrusive negative thoughts. So if you're having negative intrusive thoughts, your belief hasn't changed yet. So if you you only manifest thoughts from a belief, period. It's I'm very slender, and there's a lot of slender people in my family, and I don't have thoughts that I have to watch what I have to eat. I don't have thoughts that I gain weight easily. I just don't. Do you know what my thoughts are? Because I have a belief that I can't gain weight. I was 118 pounds in high school when I graduated. I'm at 120, 122. That's how much I weigh. So a whole 2 to 4 pounds heavier 20 some years later, because I'm in my 40s. I only manifest thoughts of that I can't gain weight, that I have a high metabolism, that I can't have thoughts that I'm fat, or that I don't know, or that I easily gain weight. It's impossible for me, because that's not my belief. So that's why it's really important that understanding this is really helpful, and this will help with, especially even if you're doing some affirmations and you're doing sats, this will help cut down negative intrusive thoughts, because this is just some patterns that have been some intrusive thoughts that I've been having. This has really helped me doing this. So You're going to look for things that don't feel good. Like, especially if you don't know where to start, look at your thoughts that don't feel good. And limited beliefs, they're not true. I wrote down, I am not important, I am not good enough, because those are two really high ones that are a base of a lot of things. A base for money, base for relationships, base for jobs. I mean, it's a very common belief. And especially even if, like, I definitely, after I got broken up with, I did not feel important and I did not feel good enough, for sure. So then you're going to make a decision for your new belief, a new belief to put in. You're going to look at it as, you're not going to look at it as a new belief. You're going to look at it as a decision. I'm making a hardcore decision. And you got to come up with a way, word it in a way that feels good to you. Here I just put, I am important, I am good enough. But you can even do it in build, like, let's say you're in no contact and it feels weird to just jump right to the belief, I am in contact. You can say, I will be in contact. If that feels better to you, if you're feeling anxiety and your body's giving you resistant to I am in contact, that's going to take long. It might take longer for the new belief to kick in. I don't know, but that's just a helpful hint. Anyway, so I wrote down for the I'm not important, I am important, I'm not good enough, I am good enough. I mean, those are pretty straightforward. They feel good. It feels good to say I am to me. You could even add I matter. I mean, if you want to build on to some beliefs around there. And then what you're going to do, make on the third column, you're going to find evidence for the new decision. And you don't have to do this in 5 minutes. Sometimes it may take you a while to come up with answers or evidence for this. I put for like that you are good enough, list all your good qualities. List all your good qualities that you have. Everything that you can think of. If you got a good head of hair, if you got nice eyes, if you have a good smile, if you're, whatever you're good at, anything you're good at, or what people have complimented you about. You're good enough, and I didn't write important, but you're important just for existing. Seriously. You're important to family, you're important to friends, you're important to pets. And I know that sometimes people have family issues, so they might not feel important to their family. Then look for evidence that feels good of where you are important. If you have friends that you feel important, if you got pets that you feel, because you're important to your pets, because you got to be there to feed them. Work important. Are there maybe there are some co-workers that you don't feel important, but I'm sure there's some that you do feel important. You can even sit down and start thinking and brainstorming, like even just coming off the top of my head. You're important to your community, even for just going to the grocery store and buying food, because you're supporting the grocery store. That's important, because if nobody goes and buys groceries, then they're going to go bankrupt, and then the owner can't feed their family. So even that's important. Like if you're really looking for evidence to support this new belief, there's another one. As far as like the no contact, because I brought up the no contact, or like even at like the new let's go even back to limited belief, they'll never take me back. So then you got the decision. Yes, they are going to reconcile with me, take me back. Yes, we will be in contact. Find evidence. So even if there's no movement going on right now, well, you can list evidence of movement that's going on within you. Like look at what have you been learning? Have you shifted? Are you gaining more confidence, more since you're learning this stuff? Are you learning more? becoming more secure? Are you working on your anxiety? Are you becoming like learning about self-love, self-care, becoming more magnetic? That's going to draw this person in. So those, even if there's no movement, you can list all the things that are the evidence that this is going to happen, this new belief. You can even look at other people. You can literally write down success stories or coaches that have manifested their person, that have gotten out of no contact. Because I know you're listening to more than one channel. So, and I know you've listened to several success stories. So right there, if you need to list down 10 different success stories, like I know this, or even coaches, look at channels. I tell you, Missy Renee, who else? Well, she took her channel down. Manifest with Mary, I'm pretty sure she was in no contact a couple times. And she manifested her person. Like, look at these people that have done it. So to give you evidence that you can do it too. You can write down that you're the operant power. You can read Neville look up Neville, pull out Neville, and he says that, what you imagine to be true hardens into fact. Like, there's evidence. So then the point of this next step, and where this is a step beyond just imagining and doing your SATs and affirmations, this flips your brain from when you're having these negative, intrusive thoughts and you're just trying to flip them, or just do affirm over them, or robotic affirm, and just trying to like force this new belief into you. And even too, because like imagining, yes, you're using your imagination even to do this, because you're coming up with, you're going through your imagination to find, because memories are imagination, you're coming up with ways to support this new decision. What's powerful about this is you need to like really see it loud and clear that this limited belief is not true. When you actually have it listed out in front of you, like really listed out in front of you, this person has gotten their person back. This person has gotten back in contact. Neville manifested his own wife. And you listed your good qualities. Like, it's way easier to rip out limited beliefs and put in. And then too, if you have it written down in front of you, and then later in the day you're starting to think those negative thoughts, because it takes a minute for those new beliefs. Sometimes you can flip a belief right away. I've been able to rip limited beliefs out of me right away. Other limited beliefs, it has taken me longer. And I mean, like, being a multimillionaire, I mean, maybe that's still something I need to work on. I know one. Being a billion, to me, it feels impossible to be a billionaire. And I know that's a limited belief, but I could do this and break this down. And, just saying. But, okay, so if you have all the evidence, let's say that you're really struggling with intrusive thoughts, you're in no contact, and you're like, man, but Rachel, we've been in no contact for a year. But if you have the evidence in front of you and all these people have done it, you know about Neville, you know this stuff works, you know about law of assumption, instead of I hate to say the word wasting, but so that way you're not stuck in these I don't feel good loops of these limited belief that this isn't going to work, this can't happen. Then, and you pull out the sheet, and your brain scanning, and you're feeling good. Okay, this is possible. all these people have done it, and it feels good. You're going to be focusing your energy on this, on the evidence to support your decision, and it's going to make it a lot harder for you to go back to your limited belief. Like I said, though, it might take practice. Like I would say, if me trying to manifest being a billionaire, I would probably need to practice this for a while. I'm just saying, I don't know if I could just flip my brain and believe it. Like right now, to me, my brain's saying, you're crazy if you think you can be a billionaire. So, it just is a lot of, in my opinion, it's a lot of money. But but as far, like for me, like getting into contact, and especially at this point, I don't have any limited beliefs of getting into contact with somebody. We're all connected. We're not separate. And to me, that was, I got in with my person. I was able to manifest contact within 5 weeks right after the breakup. So, I was able to change that belief. I'm trying to think. Is there anything more that I wanted to say? You do too. And this helps you too. This is because you're making the decision and you're sticking to your decision. This helps too if you're not feeling good, if you're dwelling, if you're complaining to people and you're dwelling in, they haven't contacted me, they haven't taken me back, this isn't working. But then you put yourself and you stick to your new decision and you see the evidence and it feels good, you will start raising, because not feeling good and dwelling in that and spiraling, you're not thinking as clearly. When you're feeling better and your energy rises and you're calmer and you see the evidence and you're like, you can relax, you can start relaxing and be like, okay, this is happening. Like, I can have this. And then you're like, I can actually have this. I can actually do this. I can do this. Would also recommend, I know this video is getting kind of long, another thing, you need to work on growing your faith and manifesting too, especially if there's some limited beliefs that even with this, they're seeming, if you're saying this is impossible and you need to see it, then you need to start manifesting the free coffee, like a list of stuff. I don't know, a rainbow, to see a deer, to see a skunk, to, I don't know, a friend to call you, to see a purple car, pink car, whatever. And as you start seeing, and your faith grows and you know you can do this, that'll also help you. It'll help make turn these limited beliefs into decisions. Actually, I would have to say, because I've struggled with how there's coaches that say decide it's done, and it's done. I've struggled with that because because the belief didn't flip over, and I'm still having the limited belief, which is then giving me negative, intrusive thoughts. Since I've been practicing and working on this, and I go through this, it's been way easier for me to be like, yep, it is done. I see the evidence, it's done, and go about my day. And it's not ruminating in my head all day long. This has been really nice. So I hope this is really, really helpful, and I will talk to you later. Bye.